Notice as we go through this section, the words are getting a little bit harder. It's kind of how these things go. The vocab does get harder as you go. So let's take a look at the paragraph first. Although science fiction was dominated mostly by white male authors, when Octavia Butler, a black woman, began writing, she did not view the genre as something. Butler broke into the field with the publication of several short stories in her 1976 novel Pattern Master, and she later became the first science fiction writer to win a prestigious MacArthur Fellowship. So they're saying lots of good things about her. So even though it was dominated mostly by white male authors, Octavia Butler when she began writing, she did not view the genre as, I don't know, like limited to white men? I don't know, something like that, as, I don't know, limiting. I'm not really sure what they're going for here, but I can tell that she's like, I don't care that that white men are the ones in charge here. I'm going to do my thing anyway. So there's some aspect of that. So sometimes it's easy to come up with a word to fit in the blank and say, this is what they definitely mean. If it's not, that's okay. Just still try to do what I'm doing, where we come up with something to hold the idea in our mind, if we can. Because if we can't, we always have the ability to go to the choices and just plug them in. So taking a look at A here, she did not view the genre as legitimate. Well, no, she definitely did, because she wrote books in the genre. So she's not insulting the genre. This is what she did. So that doesn't make sense. She did not view the genre as impenetrable. Okay, that's kind of weird, but I could maybe see where it comes from, right? I mean, it's dominated by white men, but she did it anyway because she's like, well, I can still get in and write what I want to write, so it's not impenetrable. It's not something that's completely blocked off to her. That's what impenetrable means, like completely blocked off. So I could see that working. I don't love the word, but it could fit. She did not view the genre as compelling. Again, we're looking for something like negative here. She likes writing, so she did not view it as bad. She viewed it as good. And so this is kind of flipping that, right? This is saying she did not view it as good. And no, she likes this genre. That's why she's writing in it. So compelling means interesting. And then indecipherable kind of reminds me of the word impenetrable, but it just doesn't make sense. Indecipherable means like unsolvable or ununderstandable. I don't think that's a word, but you get what I mean here. Understandable, right? You can't understand something, you can't decipher it, you can't make sense of it. So again, that doesn't really match with what we're being told. She's an author in this genre. She understands it. She's just able to kind of like break through because it's not a world where normally you would see a black woman writer. So yeah, it's definitely B. I mean, I don't love the fit, but it makes sense, and that's okay. This is a good example of the guess and check kind of strategy. Like if you don't have a good, clear idea of what you're looking for, you might have like a vague idea like I did, but then the answer choices can be kind of plugged in and you can feel them out and see what actually makes sense.